All right, the next one says write the equation of an ellipse given at the center. So whenever I'm doing, writing the equation, I always tell the students to just draw it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the center. Now remember, let's see here. If the so we have the two equations of the center, which remember those as well. If it's going to be tangent. So that means if this point is tangent, that means there has to be a point here and there has to be a point there, right? Because if you were to kind of like draw a makeshift ellipse here, right? If the x and the y-axis are tangent, that just means they're going to touch at that one exact point. Well, if the one exact point is, where they're going to intersect, they can't cross the x and y-axis, so they have to just touch at those two values. So then we recognize this to say, well, that is an axis and that's an axis. That is the shorter axis, right? You can see that that is going to be your minor axis, and it looks like that would be your major axis. Now, again, that's only half of the axis, right? Because, actually, never mind. Yeah, that's half of the axis, so that is the letter, that's B, and this would be A. So in this case, we can say, well, how far did we go over? Well, we went A is going to equal to 5. B is going to equal 3. Now, again, you could say, well, you're going down. Well, yes, but I mean, you could, B, it doesn't have positive or negative because remember the formula is squaring it, right? Since we have a horizontal major axis, A squared is going to be under the X term. And remember, X is always with H. Remember, this is your H comma K. That's what I was trying to think of. I was like, there's something has to be with the HK. So the formula looked like this. X minus 5 squared all over A squared, which would be 25 because it's horizontal. So horizontal, A is always larger than B, so it's going to be under the X, plus Y minus K, which is 3. No, sorry, that's going to be a positive 3 because it's Y minus a negative 3 squared divided by 16 is equal to 1.